Season 3 of the King Podcast is here with the Black Larry King himself, Hit Chronicles, and he back live. Where the interviews are live, the news go viral, and the talk stay real. Street stories, culture talk, viral moments, if it's buzz, they cover. No cap, no filters, just facts and fire. Pull up and lock in. Tap in now, King Podcast Season 3. Watch it live on YouTube at BLKTV-1. Tune in or get left.
Y'all. To the foe. Now tuned in to Apollo 4. 1600. 1600. Superstar status. For the real nigga life ain't televised. Never jealous of another guy. Catch a bad bitch who's when I should hypnotize. Nickname to the skywalker. In the clouds see the kush all in my eyes. You ain't never seen shit till you unplug from the matrix, just visualize. When I ride, when I come through, set a whole block off pretty young. Niggas tough till they hit it, block. Now they yell, what the fuck is she look? Nigga owe me money, now I try to duck something. Super Nintendo on gun duck. You ain't got the dough, sorry, ain't burning that. Better get this money, cause they ain't gon' give you nothing. Everybody real till they ass get exposed. Nigga ride shotgun, platinum with those. I don't fuck with new niggas, cause they all hoes. Niggas switching all day, let it switch clothes. Why I start fucking with him cause he nigga broke. Scarface keep playing with my nose. Know you can't buy shit cause he try to close. I ain't trusting me anyway, holler with a foe. Don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody, I trust. Don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody, I don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody. Get to the money, what the mission is. Why you think I'm in the kitchen, bitch? Don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody, I trust. Don't trust nobody. Say you wanna zip and need it for the night. Let me make a flip and I'ma hit your line. You ain't talking money, don't try to waste my time. Where the fuck I been, bitch, I been on my grind. On the phone, never setting up a three-way. Tryna make a damn play. If they text me, stay here the next day. Never did like my niggas anyway. Who the fuck this is? Shit you call me. One of that niggas can't call me. Hustle up a couple thousand and it's all me. First I re-up, then I probably hit the beat. Green Bay Christian to make them all free. Put it down on the beat, niggas ski. Watch what you say around her. You can't trust a bitch either. Tell me why the best shit to leave you. Tell me why they wanna rest my people. Money talk bullshit, still walk the miles. I'm the man in town, so I'll fuck with y'all. Trust nobody, don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody, I trust. Don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody, I don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody. Get to the money, what the mission is. Why you think I'm in the kitchen, bitch? Don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody, I trust. Don't trust nobody, 1600.
Hard time, BLKTV20. What up, trap nigga? This is Carolina movie. Let's go. South Carolina, home of the Gamecocks. SMA, thought of mafioso, hard time ENT. 803, long left hand G Stone. Male legacy live on. I'm a fly brother, I'm a G.O.D. and that's my word is bomb. Sandy mixing, qualified, I'm lyrically gifted. From the METRO, we call it Metro, where we hit them switches. And I ain't talking about a low ride. When they push them buttons, better stay inside. When you cross the state line, in the power metal, they don't waste no time. I used to hustle at the Parkview Inn, on North Main, pushing that curve. Such a game, cause it ain't the same. These niggas done made it lame. You ain't gotta hype me up. I'm built to last all by myself. In the streets, I roam alone. Nah, I'm good, don't need your help. They ain't living by the street code. Ain't no respect, they disrespect. Salute to the ones that's holding their own. Standing their ground, chasing their check. All for the love of the music, I never abuse it, I never let it go. You're picking and choosing and moving, you need to improve it. But you're just too slow. Man, it's levels to this. Everybody can't spit. I'm in my own lane, you know what I mean? And one more thing for all these newcomers.
What's that?
You ain't gotta put me in your rap list. I've been doing this, a real lyricist. Gotta go harder than them, sound more better. Look at the way that I spit. Constantly dropping that heat for the ones that street. Hustling, trying to eat, knocking and dropping the bars. Yeah, it's the God. I come in with peace. Y'all better step it up. SC made. Mafioso.
Hot damn it, 47. I had that being crunk tonight. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. I'm your boy Jit Chronicles, and welcome to another episode of BLKTV, man. Make sure you follow me on all social media. That's Facebook, that's Instagram, that's Twitter. You know what I'm saying? All that good shit, man. If you want to get the latest updates, check out the latest videos. Y'all know I done hit 51 subscribers, so I can go live. I guess I'm officially a YouTuber now. You know what I'm saying? I can go directly live from the YouTube studio. So I did do a couple of videos earlier. If y'all want to go back and go catch them, it's on the channel, it's on the Twitter, it's everywhere. It's on the Facebook, it's on the gram, it's on that TikTok. You know what I'm saying? It's on all that. But nevertheless. I'm feeling good because we got a good show for y'all tonight, man. I just want to say shout outs to all the subscribers. Y'all know I ain't got nothing but 2 moderators, you know what I'm saying? So I want to shout out Mafioso 803 and my boy Tat, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs. Y'all already know it's income tax season, so I do have that cash out if you're feeling generous, you know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all, one motherfucker say she got by almost 10 stikes bite. You know what I'm saying? So look out for your boy. Hit that motherfucking cash out. Bookings. If you want to book with Groundhard Radio, groundhard904@gmail.com, man. You know, serious request only. And I'm gonna do some new shit too, man. You know, if you want your videos promoted and all that stuff, man, that's where you need to get. You got to get to that official email. If you want to book me to host your next event, host your podcast, all that shit is the same. If you got ideas, if you got topics you want me to talk about, all that shit the same, man. Once again, for all bookings, make sure you go to groundhard904@gmail.com, man. Look, we're going to go ahead and get right on into the show tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's the political corner with your boy, Cobra Immortal. We finna chop it up political style. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I want to bring my brother in. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to give a warm virtual welcome for my boy, CI, live in the building. Broski, what it do? What's good, fam?
Yo, Black Lyric King, what's poppin'? G, it's your boy, Cobra Mortal. Yay! Vroom! Thank you for having me, sir.
Hey, that's how we do. You know how we do, man. We about to get real political with it. But CI, before we do get into the political corner, man, yesterday, March 8th, had marked. Well, first, brother, thanks for coming through. Look at me. I'm ready to get straight to work. Thanks for coming through, bro. Know you're a busy dude, you know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, thank you for taking time out your schedule to come up here and kick it with me in these YouTube streets tonight, brother. My bad, and thank you.
You're welcome, boss man. Thank you for having me, Black Lyric King. Vroom.
Hey, anytime. And this is not the only episode that y'all gonna see Cobra on this season of BLKTV. But broski, I was reminiscing yesterday. It was really Carter who kind of woke it up in me yesterday with the whole thing, but I was telling them in a couple of other videos that I did earlier on the YouTube studio, man, yesterday was the 15th year anniversary of Groundhard Radio. And for me, bro, you know, like that's a testament to hip hop. That's a testament to independent artists. You understand? You know, to have a podcast before the word podcast was even invented to be out. And here we are celebrating 15 years of Groundhard Radio. Broski, real quick, man, you was on Groundhard Radio. You came in around the last year or two or whatever the case may be, man. But I just want to know what's your overall thoughts. I know I reached out to you and I reached out to a lot of other people. You know, we in talks with trying to see if we can get GHR back, you know, in YouTube form, man. But just what was your thoughts yesterday, bro? I feel like that was like real nostalgic yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Everybody showed love to the post, man. I just want to know how you felt about that.
Well, brother Jit, man, again, sir, thank you for having me. I will say, man, 15 years with Grind Hard Radio. I want to say congratulate you, my brother, for
Yeah.
all your time, resources, the dedication that you put into it. And it's a milestone, and you definitely should be proud of what you've done. I'm definitely honored and proud to be a part of the movement as well. And also all the cast members. I kind of went through yesterday while you were celebrating the existence of
Yeah.
the springing of Grind Hard Radio, and I saw how like different people when you first started working with them, how you kind of evolved and went through, different people came in and out of Grind Hard Radio,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
led us to this point. So for 15 years, a black man that started his own movement that is going strong
Oh man, I
is
appreciate that.
definitely a remarkable achievement. And also from my experience, um, the people that I've connected with overseas, they were checking out all of the episodes on Grind Hard Radio. But the last 2 seasons, we had people from overseas, from England, all around the world that were tuning in to this show. And actually, for me, Grind Hard Radio helped me get through a lot of tough times that I was facing those couple years. And it was kind
Yeah.
of like part of
Yeah.
my ritual. So I would look forward to doing, being in the studio with y'all Thursday and Friday. But also it was a beautiful thing to connect like Kata Mafioso, DJ Sergeant Rock, yourself,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
dope ass music, Miss Chief, Miss Kia, uh, Miss Ray's the assassin. It was a beautiful
Crazy.
thing to be able to kick it with everybody who had their own. Everybody had something going, and when you put all that together, people have different avenues and different endeavors. There's a lot of things that people were doing that coexist with Grind Hard Radio because we had models on there,
Yeah,
rappers,
man. Yep.
producers, DJ people. You had business people like Miss what's the lady that was talking about the taxes and stuff?
Was it I believe it was Sade Curry with the taxes. Yeah,
Yes,
shout out to Sade. Yeah, yeah.
people like that, man.
Lady B.
That Lady B, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Everybody that we all crossed our paths for a reason, man. And I just think that it was a beautiful thing to see the first very few podcast shows. I ain't talking about No Jumper. I ain't talking about the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Nobody. We were the first shows that everybody had something going on. And like I said, brother Jib, we talked about this before, bro. You just got that the gift to gab, bro. You have the power.
I've been
Like,
told
this
that
is your,
before.
yeah, man, this is your calling.
Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, man.
You know what I'm saying? And you're damn good at what you do, bro. You know what I'm
Much
saying?
love. Yeah, yeah,
So
much love.
we're happy anniversary, Grind Hard Radio.
Happy anniversary.
Also, salute to DJ Sergeant Rock, man. We're praying for you,
Yeah,
your
man.
recovery, brother. You know what I'm saying? We love you, and we just want you to get better, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Vroom.
No doubt. And Cole, I just want to add this too, man. We did so many firsts with Ground Hard Radio too. It was an ensemble cast. That's the craziest thing, man. No shows was doing that at the time, especially within the African American community. It was into the fact where people was like, well, damn, why you got so many people on your shows? And if you look at the modern day podcast that you see now, they got 5, 6, 7 people. So I do want to just shout out real quick, Trigger, who goes by the name of Solo, and I want to shout out Dangerous Tactics. We were the 3 starting cast members in season 1 that got the show off the ground. You know what I'm saying? So the show definitely wouldn't have popped without those guys, without myself, without y'all, for who all came on the show as it evolved over the 15 years. But I just want to say shout outs to everybody, you know what I'm saying? And to almost create the word podcast and what we do, and to have an ensemble African American cast, and that seems to be the standard today. I just think that, man, you know, we some pioneers, you know, on some real shit. We some pioneers. So here's the 15 years of Grind Hard Radio, and hey, you never know. Might be 15 more. But Cole, we're gonna keep this thing moving, man, because we're gonna get into the political corner. But I gotta tell you, that motherfucking video break the law, that shit, you did your motherfucking thing, broski. You know, so we actually gonna world premiere it right here on BLKTV. But before you introduce it, broski, who was behind the vision? How did you come up with the concept? Talk to the folks a little bit. And after you do that, broski, I want you to introduce that. And we're gonna do a world premiere of your video right here on BLKTV, even though everybody in America done already saw it. Y'all ain't saw it on BLKTV, but you gotta see.
Yeah, man. The concept behind like Break the Law was really, I mean, it was just, I mean, I freestyled the whole song, and I was just kind of having fun with it, and just to see, you know, what I could do with it. And then at Fat Man Ian, shout out to Fat Man Ian. He's the one that shot the visuals for it, and we actually shot it probably, I don't know, a location that I didn't know existed, right about 10 minutes away from my house. So we put it together, and it seemed like everything, you know, kind of meshed together because he was able to make the graffiti stuff pop in the background, and it kind of coexisted of what I had on. So yeah, man, we just kind of put the concept together and just went with it, and you know, here we are, man. And you know, Break the Law is a song that it's kind of just a song that's just out there. It may or may not be on the album, because I researched like some of the musicians from back in the day, like they would have songs out there that wouldn't be on the album to get them to buy that album.
Yeah. I miss those days too. Yeah.
So I kind of followed the same blueprint, but yeah, man, Break the Law by yours truly, Cobra Immortal. Yay, Vroom, shot by Fat Man Ian. And let's go first to see it on Black Larry King TV. Vroom.
Let's get it.
Step to me, you'll be a blood stain. Cash money, get money, hit the
hotel, motel, holiday inn around there, motherfucker. That bit was wrong. The visuals was wrong, broski. I loved it. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep that in rotation over here on BLKTV on the real, broski. Amazing,
Appreciate
man.
it. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we gotta push that. We gotta push that, man. I'm gonna start pushing that after we finish this, man. But nevertheless, like I said, it's BLKTV, man. Y'all drop down in no motherfucking comments. You know what I'm saying? Say what you need to say around this motherfucker. CI, we're gonna go ahead and get into the political corner, man. I know you want to talk about the Epstein files and the war on Iran, you know. So at this point of the show, my good brother, I'm gonna turn it over to you with the political corner.
All right, brother Larry King. Thank you, sir. First off, we'll talk about the Epstein files and how we got to this point. The Epstein files happened, well, it was probably about a year or so ago. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi, which is the former Attorney General of Florida, she told the Congress that they had an actual list of people that were on the Epstein file. Well, they reneged and they lied about the Epstein files and they try to cover it up. To me, it's the biggest sex trafficking scandal in the history of the world because other leaders are investigating people that may have been involved. You saw where Prince Andrew of England, he was arrested. Over there, they hold their leaders accountable, but they don't do that over here. And some of the people that I know from England are wondering what's going on in America because nobody's being held accountable. So with this whole Epstein thing, so a lot of people, a lot of black celebrities, entertainers, politicians, everybody is involved in these files. And everybody wanted to know how come they didn't release these files in the previous administration. Well, the reason why that they didn't release them is because they felt like people were being protected. Because when you're around the rich and the powerful, there's a lot of stuff that it's like, shh, don't say nothing or you turn your back. They are fully aware of what was going on in the Epstein files. So if you saw President Bill Clinton and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, they just testified last week regarding the Epstein files. And they're kind of wondering, well, we're having to testify. How come the person that has been implicated over 38,000 times is not testifying? Because he has people that is trying to cover it up. But what they forget, all these, whether it's the Democrats or the Republicans, they all seen the unredacted version of the Epstein file. They know how many files is in there, and they know that they're trying to cover it up. They also know who's in there, and they also know that these files are being tampered. They're trying to cover it up. They're trying to take people's, they're trying to keep it from being released. So on October the 4th, 2025, Secretary of State or Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth and also Donald Trump tried to get the military to defect from the U.S. government to use deadly force on the American people, i.e. the Democrats. But also in that day, October the 4th, 2025, they let the government shut down for 46 days. It's the longest government shutdown in history. The reason why they shut the government down is so they can hurry up and try to get everybody's name out of those files. And then all of a sudden, poof, they reopened the government. Now, to my knowledge, Jeffrey Epstein he did not kill himself. Somebody killed him. Okay. And why did they kill him? To keep the secrets and the information from coming out. Who was president when Epstein went back to jail? And who was president when Epstein died? Donald Trump. So all roads lead to him. And even Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell said Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself. And I have a guy that I know that I got to know pretty well, Brother Brian Shapiro. Shout out to Brother Brian. He's got a podcast show called Pushing the Limits. And he's friends with Mark Epstein, which is Jeffrey Epstein's brother. And Mark Epstein called on the show, and Brother Brian had asked, Mark, do you think Donald Trump had something to do with your brother being killed? Mark Epstein said yes. So this whole global sex trafficking thing, other countries are investigating their leaders. This is a big, big scandal. Like I said, we already saw England. They're holding their people accountable. They're arresting princes and ambassadors and all of that. So the question lies of how come we're not holding the people here that's doing these crimes accountable? And for those that pay attention on my page, I also release a lot of different information, but there's a lot of information that Iran and all these other countries are releasing. They're actually releasing videos of Donald Trump participating, having sex with these underage girls. There's a difference between women and underage girls, but mind you, you got the Epstein victims and you got the rape victims that allegedly they're saying that Donald Trump also raped them. So they had to hurry up and try to figure out a way to get rid of these files. That's why they lied. And then when they go to testify on Capitol Hill, the prosecutors and the investigators, they already know what's going on with them. They know that Pam Bondi and Cash App Patel, the head leader of the FBI, they know that they're trying to hold these files and stop these files from being released. And it's a lot of powerful people. Anybody that you can think of are implicated in these files. No matter if it's the modeling industry, the music industry, politicians. You saw Bill Gates in there, Elon Musk. All these people were like, they were just part of this big club. And I saw some disturbing videos of these men participating with these underage little girls. And there's a lady, I don't know who she is, but allegedly she has damning, incriminating evidence on Donald Trump that they're getting ready to release. They call it the big one. And if this stuff hits the airwaves and hits the Congress, this dude is he's going to have to resign. If it's what I think it is, he's going to have to resign. But we also have to remember, Brother Jit, this is the first time in history that we have one political party that is coddling and enabling him to do all of this stuff. If you and I did a fourth of what Trump was doing, we'd either be dead or in jail. Mm-hmm. But they're not, they don't want to let go of that power. They have the power to impeach him and get rid of him. But also, if the Democrats, this is a big year for the election. The Democrats, they must have a strong showing. If they have a strong showing in this election, it's a good possibility that Donald Trump could be impeached rather. But we also saw that Kristi Noem, the Department of Homeland Security, she was fired. So when she's fired, that opens her up to, now she's a public citizen now that could face criminal prosecution. But the Epstein files, it's all tied in with ICE. We saw what they did in Minneapolis, how they killed Miss Renee Good and Alex Pretty. All of these things are tied in with the Epstein files. And we need to find out who they are. There's a list that has been released of everybody that's in there. But I feel like that there's a lot more. And unfortunately, Epstein is not here to protect himself, to defend himself.
And see, I just for the folks that might just be falling in, and I'm just kind of tell you a little bit. I want to back up on the Epstein guy real quick. Just from how I heard it, or for the folks out there that's just joining the chat or whatever the case may be. So from what I heard was like, okay, they say he committed suicide in prison, but what you saying, CI, is that's not the case, that he was actually murdered in prison. I just want clarity on that. Was that's
Yeah, there has
okay.
been proof that somebody had killed Jeffrey Epstein while he's in prison.
Got you. Got it, brother.
You know,
just for clarity.
And you know, I mean, the way that this is all going, it's almost the exact same way of what they did in 2017. Because in 2017, when he first got elected, all of his dirty laundry was coming out. Because see, I'm hearkening back to the reason why the previous administrations didn't release this. It's because if you think about it in history, the Democrats, when they assume power, they don't really play dirty politics. Like, they don't go after people's families. They don't put people's names out there. They don't, there's a lot of things that they don't do that the Republicans do. And the 4 years that Trump was out of office when President Biden was in there, Merrick Garland did have a choice. He actually had a chance to probably prosecute Trump. But see, the way that these things work, the real system, these investigations were already going on when the Biden administration came in there, and they simply just stayed out of the way because this guy, he had the Georgia election interference case on him. He had the Stormy Daniels case, which, by the way, he did get criminally charged. Donald Trump is charged with the felony, 34 felonies. Okay, so he had that going. Georgia interference case. He had the DC Capitol attack case. He also had the classified documents case that the special counsel Jack Smith released in Florida and in DC. And by the way, Donald Trump has not returned those classified documents because every president that leaves office, they have to abide by NARA, the National Archive Recovery Act. They have to turn over documents, whether they're classified or declassified documents. They have to give that back to those people. And the first time in history, when President Biden was elected, President Biden, former President Trump, and former President Mike Pence were all under investigation for what? Classified documents.
Mm-hmm.
But Biden and Pence, they cooperated. That's why they wasn't charged. Trump didn't cooperate. He tried to stall the investigation. So when he first got in there in 2017, they were hoping that this Epstein stuff would not resurface. But they got emails dating all the way back to 2010 that show Elon Musk and Bill Gates contacting Jeffrey Epstein about flying to the island. This man he's got operations all over the world. They got an operation down in New Mexico. They got probably a 14, 15, 16,000 square foot, 25,000 square foot ranch. And so they were operating there. And then in New York, Epstein moved to Florida, West Palm Beach first. Trump decided to move after that because New York was after him because of financial crimes, all kind of crimes, evading taxes and stuff like that. So he moved down to Florida. He bought the house that the Post serial heir, Emily Post, filthy rich. Her family was the Post cereal company owners.
Mm-hmm,
so Trump bought that house and was next to Jeffrey Epstein. And then if you look at some of the pictures, Melania Trump basically was nothing but a whore in Russia. And there was a guy that, because
I'm sorry, I had to laugh first. Go ahead.
in order to run this operation, Brother Jit, they had to have money. So the New York banks wouldn't give Trump any money because they knew that he would never pay them back. He had to go to Russia to get the money. And there's also a man by the name of Les Wexner. And Les Wexner is the CEO of the owner of Victoria's Secret. And him and Trump probably met about 2010, between 2010 2012, because Trump had acquired the rights to the Miss America pageant. These girls were 18 to 19, maybe 20-year-old women. And he would go in, meaning Donald Trump, and he would go in and inspect the women's physical physique.
Mm-hmm.
So this dude was already a child predator slash pedophile slash a pervert, because the people that I know in England, they're thinking, man, you guys waking up in the morning, even me, I find myself waking up in the morning thinking to myself, man, the leader of my country is a child molester. That does not it. And then another thing too, they try to take principles of God, because I'm asking people that are quote unquote religious, think about it cognitively and coherently. Would Jesus Christ go along with a child pedophile? Would Jesus Christ go along with killing unarmed people, killing Americans, killing black people? I don't think that he would. But they're using this religion to kind of like brainwash and manipulate the people and bring them in. But logically, cognitively, you think to yourself, man, there is no way, as much as America has been through, we ended up with a child pedophile as the president. That is so unbelievable to me. And the supporters that supported him, they know different. The black lady, shout out to Vice President Harris, the black lady told us what he was going to do. Guess what? She was right.
Yeah, she did.
If she was in there, we wouldn't be going through, we wouldn't be at war. We wouldn't be dealing with a lot of stuff. But Americans are tired of struggling. Americans are tired of making this decision. Do I pay for the mortgage or do I pay for the car? People they're just tired of it. And I believe that people like us in our generation, Brother Jit, we're instrumental in accountability. It doesn't matter what position of power, of how much money that these gentlemen have. The proof is in the pudding. They got the photos, they got the videos. And you notice they're not saying anything about the people that have this footage. It's because the power structure, the Illuminati, the secret society, the people that are above Trump, they're just waiting for him to do something that they don't like. And then they're going to put all of his dirty laundry out there. Same way with Russia. They got all kind of stuff on him. But Jeffrey Epstein was not killed. I mean, he was killed, but not at his own hands. Because how are you going to hang yourself and break your neck? There was witnesses that actually saw this man being killed. And they have a guy from New York that's kind of like, he does like the autopsies. He could tell if a person's been by a suicide or a homicide. And Jeffrey Epstein was killed by homicide, not by suicide.
And see, I wanted to add something too. I did a little bit of research, and I think I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know if it made world news. I know it was definitely locally. This is a little trivia now, because y'all know Black Larry King. I'm from Jacktown. I'm in Duval County, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. Do you know they say Epstein stayed in Duval for several months? Yeah, I was completely surprised. And then you know, I swear to God, I think I did see a nigga look like Epstein one time. Like, that was years ago. You know what I'm saying? But
probably did, brother. You probably did. You probably
That's interesting, brother. That is very motherfucking interesting. Now that I think of it. But like I said, see, I don't want StreamYard to cut us out. I know we was talking about the Epstein files too. If you want to wrap that part, we could definitely get into the war on Iran. But I just want to throw that little trivia out there for the folks of Duval County. They say he stayed here one summer. I forgot what year it was, but you know, whether he was vacationing here, and so it all makes sense. I'm pretty sure it was Ponte Vedra or some shit like that, but nevertheless, he was in Duval County.
You probably seen him, Brother Jit.
I feel like I did. I definitely did. Ran into the nigga in Target. Well, no, go ahead, see.
Okay, Brother Jit.
Yeah, I ain't in no Epstein files now, so wait a minute. I got to watch what I'm saying. Like, I ain't in no motherfuckers. But you got it, Broski.
Brother Jit, okay, so this war in Iran, now I'm old enough to remember Iran-Contra, and I'm old enough to remember the Cold War between Russia and the United States. So if you look at the whole Middle East, there's more Sunni than Shia leaders in that region. And for 49 years, that region between Israel, because Israel is surrounded by these other countries that are enemies of Israel. So Israel has to defend itself. So they put up all of the top military companies like Grantham Northrop, what's the other one? Lockheed Martin and Boeing. They have a multi-trillion-dollar military facility over in Saudi Arabia. United States trades with Saudi Arabia. And in fact, in 1949, when Israel became its own sovereign nation after World War II, we provided Israel with all of the training, all of the tanks, all of the warships, all the fighter jets, everything. We invest billions, if not trillions of dollars in their military. So moving forward, Osama bin Laden, aka Tim Osman, was a CIA operative for the United States government. He was a spy.
I never knew that. Wow, I never knew that.
And he came to the United States in 1980 and asked the Reagan administration for weapons and for help because Afghanistan, Russia invaded Afghanistan and fought them from 1980 to 1990. While that is going on, in 1984, 85, or 86, somewhere around there, was Iran-Contra. These arms dealers, whoever they are, they went down to Central America and they found Soviet weapons and gave those weapons to Iran to use against Iraq back in the 80s or whatever. Okay, so then you have the World Trade Center tower. When they hit the Pentagon and the World Trade Center towers in New York, those pilots were not from Afghanistan. They were from Saudi. Mighty funny we didn't go to Saudi and bomb over there. Why? Because we have oil. We have interest in Saudi. So when those planes hit, that was a prelude to go to war with Iraq, because George Bush, the same thing that the Trump administration is doing now, is they're trying to instill fear, saying that these Middle Eastern countries like Iran is what the safe haven for terror. The United States government, every 10 to 20 years, they have to come up with some kind of scheme to get the American people to go along with an unjustified war. This war in Iran is unjustified. And if you think about it, when Bush was in there, he started 2 wars. The Operation Iraqi Freedom was ended when Obama came in 2008, I believe, or 2009. And then, but the Afghan war, that lasted for 22 years, and President Biden ended that war. So moving forward, the reason why that this war is even started is a distraction to get you distracted away from the Epstein file. We do the bidding of Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu is also under a criminal investigation, same as Trump. And they're starting these wars as like That's like what authoritarian dictators do. They start these wars to get you distracted on what the real issues are and what they're being investigated for.
Mhm.
Gas prices are going to go up because the longer that the war rages on, the gas prices are going to go up. In Missouri, they're already like, they're staying at $2.99, but there's some places in St. Louis where they're like, it's over $3. But I look for this conflict to go on for some years. It's not going to be over very soon. And also, the Ayatollah Khomeini that was killed in that airstrike with Israeli and United States airstrikes killed him last Saturday. The thing is with that, the Ayatollah Khomeini was the longest serving Iranian leader in history. So I didn't even know this. Matter of fact, I believe that somebody from my neighborhood was one of the hostages that was released in the late 80s when Ayatollah Khomeini captured these hostages. There were 13 people that were black. And guess what he told them, Brother Jit? He told them, I'm releasing them because they're already oppressed in their own country.
Yeah.
So that made me think differently about the Ayatollah. Same way with Muammar Gaddafi. When President Obama was in there in 2012, they killed Muammar Gaddafi because Muammar Gaddafi was getting ready to do this currency that would have astronomically would have economically boosted Africa. But see, with all this war going on, China and Russia are already in Africa. By the year 2040 or 2035, 2040, China will become, or Africa will become China because they're building all the hotels, all these luxurious places that are there. Because you notice when the media shows you Africa, they show you the bad parts. They show you with the kids with the flies on their face and they're all skinny and thick. They got some rich ass places over there, bro. It looked like freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So China knows that because China is too overpopulated. So they got to move their people out. A lot of their people moved out of China during the pandemic to go to Africa, but they were kicking black people out that was renting properties, houses, and condos in China. The Chinese landlord would say, "Hey, niggas, go home." They were because they thought that the black people were the one that was bringing the COVID-19 there.
Yeah.
So Ayatollah Khomeini was killed.
Interesting.
And Trump said that, which I could have told him this. Trump said that he wanted to be instrumental on picking the next supreme leader. Well, they already picked one. They already picked Khomeini's son. He's succeeding him, right? But let's break it down real quick. Israel once had Gaza. They occupied Gaza from 1960 all the way until probably within the last few years. And they told the Palestinian people, we'll give you back this land, which was theirs in the first place. Because see, over there, it's an apartheid system. The same way that they treated black people in this country with segregation and Jim Crow, they got it over there in the West Bank, Gaza. Because they're only allowing, if you're not Israeli, you can't be there. It's the same way that they did black people here in this country with the segregation. So that's what we have in common with the Palestinian people. But Israel gave that land back to the Palestinians under one caveat. You cannot harbor any forms of terrorism there. So what did they do? They have Hamas, ISIS, Hezbollah, which is backed by Iran, because there's tension between Iran and Saudi. And It's all because of the United States. It's all because of the Western influence. But Russia trades with Iran, and Russia has been pissed because they killed the supreme leader Ayatollah Khomeini, because they get a lot of oil over there. And with the Strait of Hormuz, as well as the Strait of, or the Suez Canal, over 50 million to 100 million gallons of oil come through those ports every single day. China gets their oil from Iran. Russia gets their oil from Iran. And Russia is now giving intelligence to Iran where the U.S. troops are going to be. So basically they say, if you're, Brother Jit, if you are United States and I'm Iran and I'm getting information from Russia, finding out where you're at, you have the potential to lose a lot of casualties, right? That's a way to get back at the United States, right? But I will say this, though. I believe that this war was started all as a distraction away from the Epstein files, because they got the goods on him. You see how dude is looking. He got rashes on the back of his neck, stuff on his hands.
Yeah.
And my old lady, she looked into that because she was in the nursing field. And she was saying, she said, hey, dude's got syphilis, bro. Dude's got syphilis.
Oh, wow.
But brother, a lot of people, including myself, I would be glad if he was gone. People like that are too dangerous to be left alive. You can't put them in jail. Jail's not good enough for them. So Benjamin Netanyahu tried to get the past 3 presidents, Bush, Obama, Biden, to invade Iran. They would never do it. That's the reason why, if you think about it in history, in 1945, the United States was the only country to use a nuclear bomb on Hiroshima in 1945. Okay. Russia has more nukes than we do. They have like 7,000 or 8,000 nuclear warheads. But any time that the American people has been brainwashed and programmed to think that anytime something in the Middle East goes wrong, boom, we're already over there. They're the sponsors of terror. They were making nuclear weapons. They're doing all this stuff. Let's go over there. There has not been any credible evidence that Iran posed a threat to the United States. Hell, why not go after the countries that have the nuclear weapons that you guys are saying that other countries have? Iran can only manufacture nuclear weapons. They can probably only do one every 5 years. They're not mass producing because they don't have the capabilities to do it. But every time a Republican president is in office, they want to start a damn war to get the American people brainwashed and programmed to think, let's go along with them, because as soon as something goes in the Middle East, boom, United States is over there. But I guarantee you this, brother Chit, if he puts ground troops on the ground in Iran, there's going to be massive casualties. Massive casualties. So if you think about it, Israel is like, they're the leader, but we're just kind of like assisted them in a roundabout way. But they were already fighting for the last 2 to 3 years anyway, because on October the 7th, 2024, I think that was ISIS or Hamas, one of those groups. They invaded like someplace over in Israel, and they killed a lot of people over there. But if you get a chance on your free time, if you type in Illuminati backwards on the search bar, if you type Illuminati backwards, guess where it takes you to, Brother Jit? The National Security Agency's website. Right?
Wow.
And
He dropping jewels, y'all. CIA is dropping jewels. Go ahead, brother.
This, I mean, so I really don't know too much about the Ayatollah Khomeini's son. But I do know that Iran is a country that is not going to go down without a fight. If we think for a moment that we're going to take them over, I would say we're highly mistaken. It would take, because see, Iran, they have big brothers too. They have China and they have Russia. That's all they really need. Plus North Korea. You notice you haven't been hearing too much about North Korea,
Mm-hmm.
because North Korea is sitting back waiting, because they're enriching their nuclear facilities. They're enriching their nuclear capabilities. They're mass producing them. Same way with Russia, but we're not after them. We're only after, quote unquote, the Middle East. And all of these terrorist groups like Hamas, Hezbollah, ISIS, ISIS, allegedly, ISIS, a lot of people were saying ISIS was Israeli secret intelligence services. So basically, you got the United States and Israel, everything, they're the key puppet masters in all of this. They're the ones that made the relationship between Saudi and Iran the way that it is. Because I'm telling you, brother Jit, the day if the day comes where Saudi and Iran can unify, United States and Israel is done. Because why I say that is, they can, if those two countries were to come together, they can say, fuck the United States, fuck England. We're going to secure all of this oil. And guess what? The oil prices will probably go up to $5, $6, $7 a gallon. But if those two countries, which by the way, there was a gentleman by the name of Soleimani. Soleimani was a general, a head guy in Iran that the Trump administration killed back in 2018 or 19. Okay. So Soleimani was the liaison between Iran and Saudi. He was trying to get them back together. Now they'll trade with Russia because Russia has a common enemy with who? The United States, right? So this unjustified war, 78% of Americans, including myself, oppose this war. This war is ridiculous. Thousands have already been killed. Millions have already been misplaced, even due to the Gaza conflict. Because remember, they were already fighting. Gaza and Israel was already fighting before Iran and Israel and the United States. And I have a friend, her nephew is stationed in Syria. And they just bombed, I think that was like the other night, 2 nights ago, they just bombed in Syria. Syria had a regime change too. They got rid of their leader, Assad. They chased him out. And then Syria has a new leader. But Syria hasn't done its part as far as like contributing to the destruction of terror, because it seems like there's certain places over there that harbor these terrorist groups or whatever. But like I said, Shia or Sunni, it's like 68 to 78% of the Middle East is like Sunni controlled. And after the liberation of Iraq, when they went in and got Saddam Hussein and killed bin Laden, killed Gaddafi, mind you, they got rid of all of these people within a 12-year time span. And if Gaddafi would have lived in Africa, in Libya, Gaddafi was getting ready to launch one of the greatest financial tools in the history of Africa, meaning that everybody in Africa would have been financially set with this new form of currency. But after they killed Gaddafi, after Obama killed Gaddafi, Russia comes in. Russia is killing more black people than probably in any other parts of the world, and the mainstream media is not covering that. If Gaddafi was still living, Russia and China would not be in Africa. They're trading black people, killing black people in Africa as we speak.
Mm.
And this war with Iran, now they got a younger, probably more dangerous leader. Like, because Ayatollah Khomeini was pretty tough dude. I mean, I don't go along with a lot of stuff they do to their people over there, like the women, like they really oppress them, killing them, and they try to like take away a lot of their rights. Like women can't drive, women can't wear makeup, women can't do certain things. So I'm totally against all that, but I just think that we stuck our nose into something that we didn't really need to do.
Me too. Yeah. And see, not to cut you off, we are at the hour mark for the StreamYard. I definitely want to bring you back before the season over. I'm telling you, I love the political corner. These are your episodes. I feel like you give so much insight. But I feel like if you want to table it, wrap it up, you know what I'm saying? And we'll definitely bring you back. But you put out so much insightful information. I just want to say shout outs to everybody that's in on comments. Y'all over there liking everything over there on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So that plays a big part to CI and his knowledge, because even on Ground Hard Radio, that was his niche, this politics. So, you know, not to cut you off too much, brother, but we are on that hour mark. And like I said, I would love for you to come back before season 3 of BLK TV is over.
Yes, sir, my brother. And just to wrap it up, I see us not getting out of this war anytime soon. I feel like that this is just a distraction. It's almost kind of like martial law, because he knows that the election is coming. What's the one thing that you do, brother Jit, to stop a free, quote unquote, free, fair, and legit election? Start a war. It's kind of like martial law to discourage the people from not voting. So that's something that people like myself, yourself, using your platform to kind of educate and make the people aware of what we're really facing. This election right here that's coming up in November, everybody get out to vote. Everybody get out to vote, because this election right here is really going to determine the future of America and where we're going to be heading in the next generation.
Well said. Well said. All right, now y'all see my boy. He's smooth with it. CI with the motherfucking political corner, man. We're gonna have to get you some type of visual for that. You know what I'm saying? So we can really bring that in, man. But y'all stay tuned. We will definitely have CI back on BLK TV before the season over with. Love the segment, brother. But CI, back to you. If you got any promo, you know, this is the part of the episode where I tell the folks, you know, if you got any people want to work with you, you know, shoot a music video with you. I believe you should have a politic motherfucking podcast. We might need to talk about it. We might have to do a political corner, make that a whole episode. You know what I'm saying, man? But CI, throw your stuff out there in case folks want to work with you, collab with you, and all those good things, man. What can we find you on social media?
Yo, what's poppin', G? It's your boy CI. Yay! Vroom! Yo, you can find CI at Facebook at The Real Cobra Immortal, X, formerly known as Twitter, at Cobra Immortal, Instagram at Cobra Immortal, TikTok at Cobra Immortal 1, Snapchat at C Immortal 1. I have music on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube. Make sure you follow me on YouTube at Cobra Immortal CI. I have 2 YouTube pages right there. If you want to work with CI, if you want to book CI, you can book me at Cobra Immortal 1, and that's all lowercase, and the number 1 at gmail.com for verses, video appearances, hooks, cameo appearances, shows, events. Find me at Cobra Immortal 1 at gmail.com. Be on the lookout for new music coming from yours truly, man. New album in the works that'll be released sometime this summer. And I just want to say thank you, Black Larry King, and all the listeners for having Cobra Immortal on there. Shout out to my Grind Hard Radio family. DJ Sergeant Rock, bro. Like I said, bro, we praying for you. We love you, bro. get yourself healthy, and we'll chop it up, man. Salute to DJ Carter Mafioso, Miss Chief, Raise the Assassin, dope ass music, Lady B, Miss Georgia Peach, Miss Kia, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole Groundhog Radio family and everybody that tuned in today, man. If I missed you, is not intentionally, but you know where the love still stands, and it's your boy Cobra Immortal. Yay, room, and also buy your new album right now, critically acclaimed. It's a USB flash drive for only $10. It's got the front cover on there.
I know that's right, promo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so, and
man.
then whenever you purchase this, you get a free autographed, critically acclaimed album commemorating the release date of this album. So make sure you holler at your boy if you want a copy.
Hey, I'm gonna purchase something Wednesday, man, because I want to hang that up in my studio. Yes, yeah, I'm dead serious, Cobra. I got you,
All
brother.
right,
You know I love you. I support you. See, and I also want to throw this out there. I was kind of actually looking, but see, I want to be honest with you about these political corners. Not only do the episodes that you on when we do the political corner, they do numbers, but one of the shorts with a political corner with you, I can't find it right now. I'm gonna look through it, but it did over 1,000 views. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let you know, man, that yeah, they love this. You know what I'm saying? I love this. You know, I'm glad that the political corner is a part of the fabric of BLK TV, because you got to know shit that's going around in the world around you. You understand what I'm saying, man? So I just want to let you know, man, we so appreciative of you. So I wanted to throw that out there. And I also wanted to know, brother, do you got any last words or shout outs that you want to throw out there to your people or to your supporters?
Yeah, brother Jit. First, I want to say thank you, Black Larry King TV, for having Cobra Immortal on Political Ticker. Shout out to my St. Louis family, man. 314 to the 636-573-816. Shout out to Jackpot Flex, G Money, Hardest Humphrey, or Jesus to God, Kata Mafioso, DJ Sergeant Rock, Miss Chief, dope ass music, Lady B, Miss Georgia Peach, Miss Kia.
Yeah, the whole squad.
The whole GHR squad, man, my New York family, my Vegas family. Shout out to the DJs, man, that's been playing my music. Shout out to the people who's been buying the music, spinning my videos, man. I'm forever in your debt. And man, let's just keep this thing going. Pray for your loved ones. Check on your loved ones, because
Absolutely.
we're in some really, really crazy times. And don't forget to vote. Vote.
Vote.
Because it's us as podcasters, as artists, as whatever. It takes a lot of courage, because I'm actually taking a risk by sharing this information, because I know that. And I've received a lot of retribution behind it, but God is my protector. And I feel like that this is my calling. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, is acknowledging, making the people aware, educating the people, and try to make a difference in our society and our world, man. So thank you to everybody tuning in. It's your boy Cobra Immortal. Yay! Vroom! Let's go.
Let's get it. And I don't know if y'all can see this, you might gotta but Cobra, I found the video, 1.2K views, you know what I'm saying, in shorts.
Wow.
Your political corner, brother, you know what I'm saying. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying, it's another episode of BLKTV. You understand what I'm saying, man? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all those great things, you know what I'm saying. We appreciate y'all for listening. Watching. Look, I'm thinking I'm still on Groundhog Radio. And speaking of Groundhog Radio, we celebrating 15 years. Me and Carter coming up with something. We'll let everybody know the details, so that'll be coming soon. But for the folks who think like Groundhog Radio don't exist no more, you can check out every single 768 episodes of Groundhog Radio on Spotify right now, man. So make sure you get Spotify, download the app, type in Groundhog Radio. You can listen to all of our shows, you know what I'm saying? And you never know what the future holds with GHR, you know what I'm saying, and BLK TV. We love y'all. for watching. We out this thing, man. Deuces in my Chris Brown voice. Shout outs to you, Cobra. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in.
One love, brother.
BLKTV, baby.
Hard time.
We out.
BT 803. What up, Trap Nigga? This is Carolina move. Let's go. South Carolina, home of the Gamecocks. SMA, thought of mafioso, hard time ENT. 803, long live Angie Stone. May a legacy live on. I'm a fly brother, I'm a G.O.D. and that's my word is bomb. Sammy mixing, qualified, I'm lyrically gifted. From the METRO, we call it Metro, where we hit them switches. And I ain't talking about a low ride. When they push them buttons, better stay inside. When you cross the state line, in the power metal, they don't waste no time. I used to hustle at the Parkview Inn on North Main, pushing that cane. Push up the game, cause it ain't the same. These niggas done made it lame. You ain't gotta hype me up. I'm built to last all by myself. In the streets, I roam alone. Nah, I'm good, don't need your help. They ain't living by the street code. Ain't no respect, they disrespect. Salute to the ones that's holding their own. Standing their ground, chasing their check. All for the love of the music, I never abuse it, I never let it go. You're picking and choosing and moving, you need to improve it. But you're just too slow. Man, it's levels to this. Everybody can't spit. I'm in my own lane, you know what I mean? And one more thing for all these newcomers. What's that? You ain't gotta put me in your rap list. I've been doing this, a real lyricist. Gotta go harder than them, sound more better. Look at the way that I spit. Constantly dropping that heat for the ones that street. Hustling, trying to eat, knocking and dropping them bars. Yeah, it's the God. I come in with peace.